Welcome students to How to Write a Simple Sentence. Today we're going to learn how to write a simple sentence so that our writing can get better and better. So as I said before, we are going to learn how to write a sentence. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to say, I can write a 4-star sentence. A 4-star sentence is how we know our sentences are correct and they have good quality. Without good sentences, our writing cannot be read by a reader. In each of our sentences, we need to have a capital letter. We need to make sure that it has a noun. We need to make sure that it has a full stop at the end. And we need to make sure that it makes sense for our readers. A capital letter is a big letter. We use these letters at the beginning of our sentence to let our readers know that our sentence has begun, and that is where they start to read the sentence. These are the capital letters that we can use in our sentences. They will start a word at the beginning of our sentence. A full stop belongs at the end of our sentence to let our readers know that our sentence has finished. It looks like this. It is a dot at the end of the sentence. We need to make sure that our sentences have these so that our readers know our ideas are finished. Each of our sentences needs to have a noun. Nouns are used to name a person, an animal, a place, a thing, or an idea. Each of our sentences need to have a noun, otherwise our sentences do not have correct structure. So remember, every time you write a sentence, your sentence needs to have a noun, just like the pictures in our slide in front of us of the guitar, the pineapple, the football, or the iguana. All these are nouns that we can use in sentences, but there are many more, and we will use one in our sentence today. And lastly, to make a 4-star sentence, we need to make sure that our sentence makes sense. This means that our readers know what we've written and that it makes sense when they read it. For example, there are 2 sentences in front of you. We are going to read them and pick which one is the sentence that makes sense. So if you look over at number 1, here it says, the big is cat. Number 2, over here, it says, the cat is big. So if I was a reader, the big is cat really doesn't make sense. So the one that makes sense is the cat is big. This one makes sense to the reader. It is clear and it means that the reader can understand what we have written. So now that we know what a 4-star sentence needs, it's time for us to write a 4-star sentence. So in front of you, you will need to have your whiteboard, you will need to have a whiteboard marker, and you will need to have your rubber ready for us to make sure that we haven't made any mistakes. Please grab them now so that you are ready to write. Okay, so in class we have been looking at lots of stories about cats. So we are going to write a story about a cat. So I have put a picture of a cat right here in front of us so that we know what it looks like. So I am going to write a sentence about what the cat looks like. So I am going to write that the cat is black. So remember, I have to start my sentence off with a capital letter. So my sentence was, the cat is black. So my first word should be the. So I'm going to write the word the. T-H-E, the. And I've looked at my word and gone, oh no, that's not right. I need a capital. I remember because I can write a 4-star sentence. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to write a correct the with a capital letter. So T, remember the capital, T-H-E. So that's the start of my sentence, the. So I have a beginning of my sentence. Well done. So because we just wrote the word the, using a capital start our sentence, remember the cat is black. So I wrote the, means that we earned 1 star. So we've got 1 star out of 4. So our next job is to keep writing our sentence. So we started with the, and now we need the noun, which is a person, a place, or a thing. So our person or place or a thing is our cat. So we're going to write cat, the cat. C-K-A-T, the cat. So now we have a capital letter and a noun. So because we have a capital letter for the, and we have a noun, cat, we now have earned ourselves 2 stars because we have a capital to start and a noun. Let's now try and finish our sentence and make sure that we get our 2 extra stars. So now we're going to finish off our sentence. So we had the with a capital, the cat, so that's our noun, the cat is black. And then to end it, we have a full stop. And that means that we might get an extra star. Let's find out. So we've just written the cat is black. And we put a full stop. So that means that we have a capital letter. So we have a capital letter. So we've got that first star. Then we've got a noun, got our second star. Then we have our full stop. There's our 3rd star. Let's see if we can get our 4th. So now we've written our sentence. The with a capital, cat is black. can now check to make sure that it makes sense. So we've already checked to say it has a capital letter. So we got that first star. Then we have a noun, which is the cat because it's a thing. Then we checked and we had our full stop. So we got our last one. And let's see if we can get 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3. The cat is black. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense. So now we have a 4-star sentence. Well done. We wrote really well. Now it's your go to write your own 4-star sentence. Remember that you need to have a capital letter, a noun, a full stop, and it needs to make sense. So let's make sure that you write a really good sentence and you can share it with your teacher and the people around you. Well done for listening well and completing the activity. Now finish your sentence and share it with your teacher.